For you, Lady Athena, without whom I would assuredly be lost.
This is an unexpected gesture, cousin. I do appreciate it, though please do not feel obliged. I offer you my friendship, not alone to be repaid. The goddess Nyx has indicated you possess a list of prophecies from the three fates. I've such a list upon Olympus here. It seems to be connected to your own, as several prophecies already are fulfilled. Isn't it such an honor to urge fate along?
Hit me.
Child.
I expected your arrival, son of Hades, for I am able to see through you, rather, through the all-seeing artifact, which sprang from me after the dawn of time, and now resembles, in your hands, its foremost form. Respond.
What, you must mean the Shield of Chaos here. Your shield, Master Chaos, I should say. It's a remarkable artifact. Imposing, too. Your original creations must have been astounding.
Your response is acceptable, and I am grateful to have had my recent first-hand glimpses of this vast domain.
Chaos has transformed. A toast in your honor, Lord Dionysus, mate. Have I mentioned how pleased I am to have made your acquaintance?
What is that for me? Really? I mean, cheers, man. That is awful generous of you. I'm much obliged. Let me tell you something, Zag. I know your dad. He's got to be a real handful. I relate to that. You understand me, mate? So you get out of there and you'll be more than welcome here with us.
Don't work yourself too hard down there, you promise, little godling? We need you in good shape and spirits on Olympus here.
Hello, Fury Sisters.
I'm pledged to stand against you, Zagreus.
We have here... Lord Ares, I honor you for all the strength you've given me to overcome my foes.
Such a splendid offering to me. How very thoughtful there, my kin. I am taken aback, though I accept. But that a sudden scourge of war would help you out of your predicament. Why, I would stir one up for you without a second thought.
Lord Hermes, sir, you've asked for nothing in return, and so please take this humble offering, because it's nothing, really.
Well, no, that's awful kind there, cuz. No need to thank me, though. Not so profusely, anyhow. Not that I really know exactly what you're up to, cuz, but if I did, I don't think anybody in Olympus is aware of it. Or, if they are, they're keeping their mouths shut, the same as me.
I'm still learning all your tricks, short one. Come show me more.
My Lady Aphrodite, if not for our acquaintance, I'm certain that my days or nights would be much drearier indeed.
Why, dearest, such a wonderfully thoughtful gift from me. I love it, and I would be lying if I said you shouldn't have.
Hear me on my authority.
I wonder where you are. Presiding over some proud hall somewhere. Stranger? It's good to see you again, stranger. You don't mind if I keep calling you that, no? Couldn't find a better nickname for you, after all. Besides, I don't want to cause you any trouble.
Don't mind at all, Patroclus, sir. Coming from you, I consider it a term of endearment.
You have my thanks for that. Here.
Thank you. Here, sir. The drink of the gods themselves. Thought maybe you would like to try it. Just a small token of my appreciation for your selflessness with me time after time.
You'd give the precious gift of ambrosia to someone like me, stranger. A gloried thing like that. Why bother? I should be just another shade to you.
Well, you're not. You're someone I look forward to seeing here in Elysium, which is more than I can say for just about anybody else around here, so please, enjoy it. Perhaps with Achilles.
Well, perhaps I'll try. You're not so bad, you know that, stranger? Careful with that, or you'll undermine the ruthless reputation that you have.
It's time, Mysterious. Let us assert our greatness through single-minded combat.
Found it fast this time. Now back to Cerberus. Going back. Fishing point there. That's a bite. I am victorious. Chow time, boy. Are you hungry?
The fearsome Cerberus accepts the satyr sack.
I owe you one, boy. Cold out there. Out of my damn way.
She was the queen. Queen of the underworld. My queen. Commanding reverence and awe and fear. She was not just... what was the term you used? A consolation prize. You are as disrespectful to her as you are to me.
Oh, what would you even know? You claim so much respect for her, yet you didn't even respect her enough to tell her what happened after she left. But what am I saying? I know you love her still, Father. That best explains all the terrible choices you've made.
All the terrible choices I've made. By the time you have existed for as long as I have, pray you will have made fewer. Although I fear you shall surpass me in at least this one regard. Would that you applied yourself to something worth the while.
Father. Achilles, next time you're in Elysium, I thought this might be something you'd enjoy, that you might share.
Ambrosia. Well, I'm honored, lad, truly. Although it's I who ought to be bestowing thoughtful gifts upon you for what you've done for me, not the other way around. And I happen to have one here, on Pat's and my behalf.
You have a chthonic companion, and you're giving it to me? You like it when you get pets like this, don't you, boy? Deuce is probably cleaning the rafters. Freshly caught, just for you, chef. I'm much obliged. No turning back. Hi, Aphrodite. Lady Aphrodite, I'm afraid there really isn't much here worthy of you, but perhaps this can suffice.
My, but if this isn't such a treasure to behold, and I accept it as a sign of your affection. Of something even more, perhaps? Little godling, you must know the 7 types of love by now, don't you? It's quite a complicated field, though several types intrigue me most of all. In fact, why, I have several types of love for you right here.
Goddess Athena. I have a simple token for you, Goddess, although it's insufficient thanks for all the aid you've given me.
You are most gracious, cousin, to extend this offering. You honor me. Yet I would ask you think of your well-being for the time, not mine. Hail and good tidings to you, noble cousin. May you be swift and thorough vanquishing the dead who dare oppose you.
My Chaos Bone switched to a new effect. A little offering for you, good Lady Demeter. I'm deeply grateful for your willingness to aid me in all this.
I must acknowledge and accept your thoughtful gift of nectar, Zagreus. Would that the mortals showed deference thus. I don't suppose... No. It is nothing, little sprout. It's just... I hear such wicked rumors now and then about my daughter. Lost to me. And what became of her. Kore, we called her then. Persephone is what she called herself. Before she vanished utterly, leaving no trace.
Wait, Persephone, Mother is Demeter's daughter?
What a surprise.
I have good news, sir. I located the contract binding you and bought it out. It's null and void. You're free to go.
Oh, indeed. Then does this mean, Prince, then the Fury sisters, they won't come around as often anymore?
Not just that, Sisyphus. You can make your way someplace else where other decent shades reside. You know, somewhere with fewer chains and torture devices and such.
You're much too kind to this old soul, Prince Zed. The thing is, this is home. For me and Boldy, it is what it is. Though, knowing that the Furies won't be visiting with quite their former regularity, that is a load off. Heavier than Boldy there.
You mean you're really going to stay, even though you don't have to?
Is that so odd, Highness? Don't see myself lugging old Boldy out of here besides. And if I were to leave, why, we would not be having these exchanges now and then. I happen to enjoy them quite a bit. Now, here you go, and thank you very much.
Sure thing.
Cheers, mate. Looks like you and Sisyphus are doing just fine, Boldy. Well then.
Until next time, all right?
Lord Ares, please accept this token of my deep appreciation for your generous support.
An offering? For me? Indeed. How gracious that you keep me in your thoughts. Know that likewise I keep you in mine. How is your mother Nyx of late, my kin? Have you yet given to her my regards? For I should think that night and war would share a common ground.
Come on, Red Blood, let's see you kill me again.
It's Hermes. Hermes, my friend. May I call you my friend? I hope this modest offering will lift your spirits but won't slow you down.
I look like I've got the sort of time to sit next to cuz, well, guess what? I do. So cheers.
I think you're close with Orpheus down there. You get the chance, you tell him I said hey. He's pretty decent with that lyre of his last time I checked.
Dearest, you must know, Goddess Athena and myself, we don't always share a common view. Perhaps because she overthinks things constantly, while my heart leads me on.
I'm glad we understand each other then. It would be most embarrassing to be caught bickering amongst ourselves in front of Zagreus.
Get on.
I have returned. What say we go take care of business here just like we used to, Zag? Back, you wretches. Drove them back. Got more of them than I did, huh? Keep going.
No matter how you try, you cannot shake the bond we share, monster.
No!
I got the horns. What happened to Hypnos? Question for you, Father. The name Kore happen to mean anything to you by any chance?
What? Where did you... Ah, the cold witch brought it up, did she? Never repeat that name again. Not here, nor anywhere, you hear me, boy. Know only this. The one called by that name despised it even more than I.
So let's see. Demeter's daughter went missing. She wound up down here. I happened. Mother left. Demeter and everyone else on Olympus apparently has no idea. That about right? Tell me what happened.
I'll tell you nothing. Keep meddling in matters that you cannot understand, and you'll incur the wrath of Olympus on all that you hold dear. And know that it is not for my sake that I'm warning you.
You can't hide the truth forever.
Hello.
Than, I thought you ought to know that Ares, I think he's taken quite an interest in Nyx. Keeps asking me to talk to her on his behalf.
Finally. It's about time Olympus took notice of Mother and all her accomplishments.
Finally? You don't think Ares has untoward intentions or anything like that?
He'd be a hollow fool if he did. Why do you think they fear us on Olympus, Zagreus? Because of Hypnos? I don't think Mother Nyx requires your concern. Though by all means, talk to her about it if you like.
You're probably right. Let me guess. 748? It was. I'll buy that. Nyx is with Chaos, huh? Was bound to happen, really. I guess Sisyphus is even freer than before. He just has seen me through how many fights. How many times has it been now? All right, one more time. Lord Ares, it is my privilege to have met you and have learned your death-inflicting way.
I do appreciate this gift to me, although you really shouldn't have. The suffering which you inflict is ample compensation in itself. Surely you've heard the rumblings about a war which has erupted on the surface here. Doubtless you've seen an influx of fallen mortals. It's quite a decent one, I have to say. Though unlikely to rise to the ranks of the greats. Too few armies involved in it, I fear.
I thank you, my lord Uncle Zeus, for your benevolence and your thunderous might.
You honor me, young man, as well you should, for I am ruler of Olympus, am I not? Such courtesies are shown me constantly, yet I appreciate them all. Poor Demeter, young man. I still wonder what became of her fair daughter. Ran away with mortals there, perhaps. Some of the tales even more preposterous. Don't go believing everything you hear. And do be sensitive about the subject, Demeter, she's been through quite enough.
Goddess Athena, please accept this gift. Your wisdom ever guides me toward the light.
My, how very generous of you to offer me this gift. I'm very grateful, though I ask that you not go out of your way on my account. Let's please stay focused here. Please send the goddess Nyx my kind regards. That she supports you in your effort to escape her own domain suggests a selflessness I would not have expected.
You stab me, I stab you. May this small offering bring you some joy there on Olympus, Lady Demeter. Thank you for all your help.
A conscientious gift, my little sprout, and I am grateful for your generosity. A bit of nectar cut straight through the cold, I say. Should you achieve your goal and see the surface world, Zagreus, I've but one bit of knowledge to impart. Don't ever fall for mortals. Use them if you must, but do not waste your love on those who waste away.
I'm back, ladies.
Electo Tis, you ready? If there's anyone in all the underworld who owes you, Zagreus, it's your friend Sisyphus. He would be much worse off if not for you.
What, because I've been distracting you from administering lashings like before? I hate to think you prefer to whip with no fear of reprisal whatsoever, Meg.
Dereliction of duty and fear of reprisal are not one and the same, though you don't seem to be concerned with either one.
Ever since we met, Lord Hermes, life here in the underworld has been much faster paced, and I am ever grateful. This is for you.
Hey boss, I appreciate the tip, but just as a reminder, all my services are paid in full already. No need for special thanks. Though, cheers. Hey, so I kind of placed a bet with the old boatman, my associate that is, that you could beat him in a fight twice in a row. No pressure or anything, but just in case you prove me right one of these days, I would appreciate it, cuz.
Hi. You look like you're in a rush, though there's always time for a quick snack, right? Excellent.
Hey, Charon, want to fight? You know, Charon, your associate Hermes apparently had a wager with you that I could beat you twice in a row at some point. I'd hate to disappoint him, so no hard feelings? Got you, mate. Twice in a row. I guess Hermes wins his little wager with you then. You tell him I said, oh. It's a deal. Ah, yes.
Why, hello, Zagreus. You've come this far, now let's make sure you go the distance, Zag. Here come your father's forces. You earned this fair and square. I have to get back.
Gone.
Come forth and die, preferably with some amount of dignity.
Return to the bowels of hell, short one.
Now, how do I get through all that armor?
Hello?
You. What is it now? I see that sneering look upon your countenance, which must mean you have yet another one of your insipid questions, haven't you?
Oh, this one's not insipid in the slightest. Let me get this straight. My mother's Persephone, her mother's Demeter, but her father evidently was some farm boy. My red blood comes from him, and my propensity to die, I guess.
You blame your ancestors for your own weakness. You should be thankful you were born with immortality. Though your meddlesome curiosity and constant need for affirmation must certainly be from your mortal side.
Then Mother, did she grow older with age? Is she just going to expire as the mortals do? With demigods, I hear it can go either way.
I said never to speak of her, blast you. You said yourself she is the daughter of the goddess of seasons. Use your fool head for once.
I'll have to try that, thanks. Oh, Orpheus, I heard from Hermes, messenger and god of travel and all that. It's odd I'm giving you his message in this case, but he says hey. Admires your musical ability as well.
Oh, that was kind of him, my friend. When I first ventured deep into this realm, while searching for the soul of my lost muse, after I failed utterly, it was Lord Hermes who whisked her away. It happened so fast. He did an excellent job.
I'm glad you took it so well. Nyx, I encountered Demeter. She mentioned her daughter, Persephone. You never said she was my grandmother. Didn't you think, under the circumstances, that was something I should know?
Listen to me, child. What you know or do not know is for your protection. Your protection and your birth mother's as well. Your suspicion and your curiosity are warranted, but I can do no more about them now, except to caution you. Are we understood?
Yes, we're understood. Approved. Nyx deserves a place of honor around here. How about right over there on that wall?
Nyx surely is unwanting of attention such as that.
Here's the fee. My mage, Lord Dionysus, can inspire me to keep a bright and healthy attitude toward life.
Healthy attitude? From him?
Prince. I'll just set that there.
The ever-smiling, wine-washed countenance of the great Lord Dionysus now adorns the prince's chamber wall, thus radiating questionable influence.
It's like we share a bond, man. Pleasure doing business with you, Fates. Hermes really believed I could pull this off. Darkness, give me strength.
Your place is here, and nowhere else. The same as it is mine. There's naught of any worth to see beyond this realm besides.
I'll be the judge of that. You have shown me nothing but respect and granted me your favor repeatedly, Lord Ares. This is the least that I can do in kind.
Most often when I'm given offerings, it is with wishes that I lend my favor in a coming war. Yet from you, my kin, I sense no such motive. I'm quite taken aback by that, I must admit. War's such a wondrous thing, my kin. It solves so many different problems whilst perpetuating its own inevitability. Let's keep it up then,
As I remain committed to my task, Goddess, I'm reminded none of this would have been possible without your aid. And so, I must give thanks, even if through a meager offering.
I know there isn't much that you can do to show your gratitude at present, Zagreus. But I would ask that you save it for when your task is complete. You've more important matters to attend to now. You got your hands on Malphon, the Twin Fists, I see. No ordinary weapon. Prone to fits of savagery quite unbecoming of a well-trained warrior. Then watch yourself and throw not caution to the wind.
Lord Dionysus, mate, you have made the mood down here materially less miserable, and I am much obliged.
What, is that for me? Why, Zag, I mean, you really shouldn't have. You know I can't get enough of this stuff, right? Say, let me just point out, you've got a lot of nectar on you, man. Oh, I can tell. I like the stuff a lot myself, but even I don't pack that much, and I mean, wow.
Lord Zeus, I bid you please accept my humble offering for all you've done for me.
Why, that is rather generous of you, and I'm grateful for it, nephew. How good of you to make attempts at reciprocity. By the way, nephew, I hear tell your mother Nyx is quite the catch. If you'll forgive my saying so, of course. Your father's never had much of a sensibility around companionship, though perhaps this concubine of his brought something out in him at last.
I found you, Zagreus. We'll have to catch up at some other time, though good to see you anyway. You wretches never seem to learn, do you? You held your own, I guess. Keep fighting.
Hope I didn't keep you waiting, ladies.
Murder? Murder.
I never could have come this far this quickly had it not been for your tireless support, Lord Hermes, sir. I'm in your debt.
You know, cuz, I gotta say I had a few concerns when we first met, your father being who he is and all, but you're all right. You did it, cuz, and by it I'm referring to the act of beating down my seemingly invincible boatman associate who fancies himself pretty tough as underworld deities go. He wasn't sure you had it in you, and if I may be so bold, neither was I.
A worthy challenger returns. Let's see you defeat me again.
But it would seem we have a visitor, don't we? Achilles, look.
A fine whatever time it is to you, stranger.
Help yourself.
You face the champion and me. Ready yourself.
Hope you enjoyed the show, my good shade. Hey, a satyr sack already. Ah, good. It's still fresh. check the other passageways before I go.
Cerberus moves for no one, but for Satysax, he can make an exception.
See you, boy. You're not going to stop me.
Why? Why do you keep showing up? In spite of knowing that the outcome shall be just the same as how it always was.
Beats having to toil away under your overbearing supervision. And besides, as you may be aware, I've recently made up my mind to leave this place.
Yeah, utterly incorrigible. When next we meet here, then we'll keep it brief. I've grown weary of our aimless conversations. Now prepare.
Oh, damn it!
How disappointingly predictable an outcome.
How am I going to beat him?
What?
Oh, hello.
Nix. At first I thought I maybe should ignore this, but I wanted to give you greetings from Lord Ares, who seems rather interested in you.
Ah, yes, the god of war. Among all the Olympians, he often struck me as much more accepting of our kind, born of the underworld.
You're not... Wait, you're not interested in him. I mean, he's murderous. Polite, though, I don't know.
I take an interest in whomever I take interest in, my child. I thank you for the message.
Anytime.
I heard you stayed the Knave King's sentence. I should be angry with you. Sisyphus must be the only mortal ever to have humiliated me. But Mother Nyx, she must have backed you, didn't she?
We did what needed to be done. As much as Father likes making examples out of wretched shades, an eternal sentence felt a little excessive in this case. Besides, Sisyphus isn't leaving anyway. Seems to have found his niche.
Oh? Well, he's an odd one, through and through, I guess. As long as I don't have to deal with him again.
Don't think you will. What news, Spirit? Let's put this back up, why not? Let's go with this one then. Hey, they're my bedchambers. I can have whatever wall scrolls I want. Some new decor.
The visage of the goddess Aphrodite now adorns the prince's bedchambers, perhaps to provide consolation after when next he dies.
Aphrodite herself. Wonder if I could get this signed.